I'm Cari Phelps, and I'm with Salacia Salts in Savannah, Georgia. In this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about sustainability in packaging and how it affects your bottom line. Sustainability in packaging is really important because, as we know, as skincare crafters and cosmetic formulators, we are the ones that are in charge of the decisions and opportunities of what our consumers can choose on the shelf in the market. Talking about sustainability in packaging can sometimes be a boring topic, but I think it's important for all of us to take the leadership role that we have and the power that we have to talk about sustainability. We are here to educate our consumers and our customers and teach them a little bit more about why it's important to make the right decision in packaging. So it's up to you to make these options available to your customers. For example, you can choose paper over plastic, or you could choose glass over aluminum, and you'll have to decide which one's the right option for your product that you're creating. There's a lot of challenges we have today with the packaging options. The most accessible options don't tend to be the ones that are best for our environment. 56% of consumers actually want something that's more sustainable, so this is a great opportunity to take advantage of that data. 66% of those people are actually willing to pay more for that packaging. So why not take advantage, do the right thing for your company, for your bottom line, and for the environment. So if you're making handcrafted products that are unique, special, different, maybe they're a little bit more expensive, they're beautiful, and you're spending literally hours formulating and coming up with the most interesting micas and swirls, patterns, formulations, why not make sure that your packaging is equally as exciting? And you don't have to just stop with wrapping it in a piece of plastic. Why don't you take it another level and do something more interesting that's actually good for the earth? You can take advantage of that wonderful opportunity to actually show the uniqueness of your packaging then. So that packaging that's unique, that might take a little bit of extra time, maybe even a little extra money, will actually drive value to your bottom line. It'll probably drive up the cost of your product, but people are willing to spend more because they want something unique, something that's just like your product. There are many great materials on the market. The most common one for luxury products is paper. Of course, there's paper, there's fiber-based products. Fiber-based can be molded into really unique shapes. There's also different materials that are polylactic acids or plant-based materials. And these are super cool materials because they can actually biodegrade naturally in the environment. Using a PLA is a great solution because it's a natural botanical that comes from the earth, and it's formed from yeast and different cellulose fibers. And it's very natural, so it can be created into a flat film, and then it can be spread out, dried, and then it can be formed into any shape. It actually can glue itself together with just water, so no adhesives are needed. This is a super cool technology that's out. It's not readily available in the market, but crafters like you can actually make this in your own kitchen using yeast and different fermented ingredients. Other materials like post-consumer recycled plastics are great because they're made 100% out of things that have already been used and consumed by your customer. Unfortunately, today, the way the Chinese are no longer accepting American waste, plastics can no longer be recycled in the way that we're used to them being recycled. So post-consumer recycled plastics are no longer available in the market. So consider, how a PCR plastic may not be something that can be reused again and again. Post-consumer recycled plastics seem like a great alternative, and they are because they've been used before, but they do not actually go back into the waste stream to be recycled again. Right now, there's a ban on accepting American trash and recycling, so recycling that's 1 through 3 is actually being stored in different areas along the coast and throughout the United States that no longer can be recycled. There are unique materials that are on the market that are alternatives to paper, which are really interesting, like bamboo, there's wheats, there's grasses, there's even a grass, marijuana, that's being used as a paper. It's being created in Germany. There's a lot of really cool materials that we haven't even seen here in the United States. There's now cornstarches and sugarcane bottles that look just like plastic. So currently it's hard to get accessibility to these items, and hopefully with group buying power and maybe partnering with other members in this organization, we can come together and buy these things in bulk. So making sustainable packaging choices is really important, not only for your bottom line and for the environment and of course your customer, but it's also fantastic if you can take advantage of that opportunity. If you can go ahead and put that information on your packaging itself. Tell people not only that how it can be recycled and why it should be recycled, but how it should be recycled. So many times there's packaging that you can tell it has the opportunity to be put into the proper waste stream, but I don't know quite sure how to do that. So just be sure to educate and inform your customers on what to do with it. I hope you've been able to take some of this information and that it's inspired you to make some new decisions for your company that affect the bottom line of your brand as well as the environment. If you've enjoyed what you've heard today, I encourage you to check out the HSCG video library online.